You can lie down now. You don't have to do anything special to begin. The video is already playing. The light is already moving. And this voice will do the rest. There is nothing to get right tonight. But before we go anywhere, let me say something that most sleep recordings never say. Something you may have been waiting a long time to hear. Almost every sleep meditation ever made begins the same way. Picture a beach, they say. Imagine the waves rolling in. Visualize a staircase, and with every step down, feel yourself sinking deeper. And you lie there in the dark doing your honest best, and nothing comes. No beach, no waves, no staircase, just the words themselves hanging in the dark, and the dark itself, and a small, familiar frustration that you would never say out loud. Everyone else seems to close their eyes and go somewhere. You close your eyes and you are simply here. Behind your eyelids there is no screen, no theater, no gentle scene assembling itself. There is only black and the sound of someone's voice describing a place you cannot visit. And maybe, over the years, you drew a quiet conclusion from that. Meditation doesn't work on me. Relaxation doesn't work on me. Maybe something in me is broken or missing, or I'm just not trying hard enough. You may have tried the apps, the recordings, the techniques your friends swore by. The ones about imagining each object on a shelf or building a house in your mind room by room. And every single one of them asked for the one thing your mind does not do. If that is you, I want you to hear this clearly in plain words while you are still fully awake enough to take it in. There is a name for the way your mind works. It is called aphantasia, a mind that does not make pictures. When you try to call up an image, a face, a beach, an apple, nothing visual appears. You know what an apple is. You can describe one perfectly. You simply don't see one. And this is not rare, and it is not a disorder, and it is not a failure of imagination or effort or willpower. Somewhere between 2 and 4 people out of every 100 are built this way. Millions and millions of minds, all quietly discovering, usually by accident, usually late, that when other people said picture it, they meant it literally, and always had. Nothing about you is broken. Your mind thinks in other currencies, in words, in concepts, in knowing, in feeling, and it gets you through your entire life that way, every single day. The only thing that was ever wrong was the instructions. Nearly all sleep content was written by people who see pictures, for people who see pictures, and nobody thought to write for you. So maybe tonight you typed something into a search bar that you've typed before. Aphantasia sleep. Can't visualize meditation. Sleep meditation without visualization. Guided sleep for people who can't picture things. Maybe you weren't even sure what you were hoping to find. Just anything that didn't open with a beach. If that's how you arrived here, you're in the right place. This session was written for exactly your mind. From the first word to the last, it will never ask you to form a single image. Not one. That is a promise I can actually keep because I know what I wrote. And one small, honest thing just once so it's said and we can set it down. This is a calm session for rest and relaxation. It isn't medical advice and it isn't a diagnosis or a treatment for anything. Many people find that something like this helps them settle. It may help you too. But if your sleep trouble is severe or it goes on, a doctor or a sleep specialist is the right person to talk to, and talking to them is a kind thing to do for yourself. All right, that said. Now it belongs to the daytime, and the daytime is over. Here is the whole idea of tonight, and it is simple. You don't need a mind's eye tonight, because there is a real image in front of you. It is on the screen right now. A soft violet haze, slow-moving light, drifting without hurry, the way weather moves when no one is watching it. It was made to be looked at, not imagined. It asks nothing of you. It will never say picture this because it doesn't need to. It is already here, already visible, doing the one thing your mind was never built to do. Tonight, the screen is the mind's eye. The work is done for you. All those years of meditations handing you a blank canvas and asking you to paint. Tonight, the painting is simply hanging in front of you, already finished, already moving, and all you have to do is rest your eyes on it. Think of what that changes. There is no translation step tonight. No turning words into scenes, no straining at the back of your eyelids for something that never comes. The gap between the instruction and your mind. The gap that made every other recording feel like a locked door. That gap is closed. The image is external. It is real light on a real screen in your real room. You could reach out and touch it if you wanted to. You won't need to. You only need to let it be there. So let's begin the actual practice. And the practice is nothing more than watching, not studying, not concentrating. Watching the way you'd watch rain on a window when you have nowhere to be. Get your body arranged first. Take a moment for that. Settle the pillow. Pull the blanket to where you like it. Let your arms fall wherever they fall. You might position yourself so the screen sits somewhere easy, not held up, not gripped. Resting on the bed beside you or propped a little way off so that your eyes can find it without your neck doing any work. Dim it down low if it's bright. Low is better. The haze doesn't need to glow to be seen in a dark room. And then, let your eyes go to it. There it is, the slow violet drift. Just watch it for a while. I'll be quiet enough to let you. Notice first how slowly it moves. Slower than anything else you looked at today. All day long your eyes were snapping from thing to thing. Screens, faces, words, traffic, notifications. Everything asking to be read, everything asking to be understood quickly. This asks nothing. It moves at the speed of fog, of smoke rising in still air, of the minute hand almost. Your eyes have been sprinting since this morning, and this is the first thing all day that lets them walk. And notice, there is no pattern in it. You can look and your mind will do what minds do. It will try to find the shape, the repeat, the meaning, and it won't find one because there isn't one. There is nothing to name in there, nothing to predict. The light isn't going anywhere. It has no destination, no story, no beginning you missed, and no ending you're waiting for. It just drifts, the way it's drifting now. The way it will still be drifting long after you're asleep. And after a little while of not finding any pattern, the part of your mind that searches for patterns quietly goes off duty. It clocks out. There's nothing here for it to do. That's the trick of it if there is one. Not effort, unemployment. The watching mind gently laid off for the night. Let your gaze go soft now. You know the feeling, even if no one ever named it for you. It's the way your eyes go when you stare through a window at nothing. When someone's talking and you drift. When the focus loosens and the edges blur and you're not looking at anything in particular anymore, just looking. Do that now into the haze, not at the screen. Into it. Let the focus unhook. The violet doesn't have edges anyway. There's nothing to focus on, so the eyes can stop trying. Soft focus. Loose focus. No focus at all. Looking at nothing in particular inside the glow. And let the eyelids come down partway. You don't have to hold them open like it's a task. Half open is plenty. Heavy is good. Let them hang at whatever height they want to hang. The light comes through anyway, a violet blur through the lashes. And honestly, a blur is all this was ever meant to be. Your eyes are getting heavy already, maybe. Or maybe not yet. Either way is fine. There is no schedule tonight. The drift doesn't care how long you take, and neither do I. While you watch, let your breathing do whatever it's doing. Don't fix it. Don't deepen it on purpose. It knows how. It's been breathing you your whole life without a single instruction, and it will breathe you all the way into sleep tonight the same way. Just notice, if you like, that it's there. The small tide of it. In and out. While the light drifts and the room stays dark and nothing anywhere needs you. Watch the drift, how it moves without hurry, how one slow region of light leans into another and softens and gives way. like ink let go in still water, spreading because spreading is simply what it does. There is no hurry in it because there is nothing it is trying to become. It isn't building toward anything. It won't surprise you. In a world where everything you watch is designed to grab you, this was designed to release you. And notice your blinks. You've blinked a few times since we started. You didn't think about a single one, but notice them now gently. Notice how each blink is a little rehearsal for sleep. The lids fall, a half second of dark, and they rise again. And as you keep watching, the blinks begin to change on their own. They come a little more often. They stay down a little longer. The rising gets slower, lazier, like the lids are lifting through warm water. You don't have to make this happen. You couldn't stop it if you tried, and there's no reason to try. Each blink a little longer, each opening a little slower. The dark moments stretching, the light moments shrinking. The balance tipping, blink by blink, exactly the way it's supposed to. The light will still be drifting whenever your eyes come back to it. That's the lovely thing. You can't miss anything. You can't fall behind. Every moment of the haze looks like every other moment. If you blink for 1 second or 10, you open your eyes onto the same slow violet weather, still moving, still calm, still asking nothing. There is no thread to lose, nothing to follow. You could watch it backwards and it would be the same. So watch a while longer, lids heavy, gaze soft, breath slow and unmanaged. Is the drift going on and on? Unhurried, patient as fog. Somewhere in your body, things are starting to let go. You might feel it or you might not. It happens either way. The shoulders sink a little into the mattress. The jaw unclenches without being asked. The hands, wherever they landed, stop being hands that do things and become just weight. Warm weight on the blanket or under it. The bed is doing all the holding now. You gave it your whole body when you lay down, and it accepted, and it has not once asked you to help. And the light drifts on. Maybe thoughts are still coming. Of course they are, that's fine. Thoughts about the day, thoughts about tomorrow, thoughts about whether this is working. Let them come. You don't have to stop them, and you don't have to follow them either. Here is what you do with a thought tonight. Nothing. You leave it where it is, and you let your eyes go back to the violet. That's the whole maneuver. The thought can stand there talking if it wants. You're just a person watching slow light, and the light is more restful than the thought, and bit by bit the thought runs out of things to say. Every time you notice you've drifted into thinking, that noticing is a small success, not a failure. And the way back is always the same, always right in front of you, always still moving. Back to the haze, back to the drift, back to nothing in particular. You may notice, too, how quiet the light is. It moves the way silence would move if you could watch it. All day, moving things made noise. Cars, people, machines, doors. Movement meant sound, and sound meant attention. This is motion with the sound taken out. And something old in you finds that deeply calming the way falling snow is calming. Whether with the volume all the way down. Your ears get to rest while your eyes watch. And your eyes are barely watching anymore. And that's exactly right. The blinks now, longer still. The lids press down and linger there in the soft dark a second, two, and part of you notices it's nice down there. Nicer, maybe, than up here. The dark behind the lids is warm and close, and the light out here is gentle and far. And the eyes begin to negotiate, all on their own, about which one they'd rather have. You are not part of this negotiation. It happens below you in the machinery, in the same deep place that decides when you're hungry and when you yawn. Your eyes know how to fall asleep. They have done it every night of your life. They are doing the first part of it right now. And when they want to close, really close and stay closed, let them. Hear that clearly because it matters. You have permission whenever it comes, this minute or 20 minutes from now. You don't have to watch anything to the end. The drift has no end to watch. The screen will not be offended. It will go on glowing its soft violet into the dark of your room, patient as ever, lighting nothing, needing no audience at all. Some part of tonight's light will still be moving at 3 in the morning, and it will be just as calm with your eyes closed as it was with them open. And when the lids do come down for good, you won't be leaving the light behind. That's the gentle secret waiting at the bottom of this. After watching slow drift for this long, the eyes hold on to it a little. A soft afterglow, a faint violet warmth behind the lids, a memory of motion that goes on gliding for a while in the dark. Not something you make, something that's simply left over the way warmth is left in a chair. You did the watching. This is the change you get back. And it fades slowly the way everything fades tonight. And as it fades, this voice will still be here and it will carry you the rest of the way. The light hands you to the voice hands you to the dark, and the dark hands you to sleep. That's the whole route. You're already on it. But there's no hurry to arrive anywhere. So for now, if the eyes are still open, even a sliver, let them rest on the drift a while longer. Watch how the violet breathes, brighter by a shade, dimmer by a shade. Never bright, never dark, just leaning slowly one way and then the other, like something enormous and calm turning over in its sleep. It has been doing this the whole time. It will do it all night. There is nowhere in the world you are supposed to be except lying exactly where you are lying. And nothing in the world you are supposed to be doing except letting a soft light be soft. The pillow is holding your head so you don't have to. The mattress is holding everything else. The blanket is doing its one warm job. The screen is being the mind's eye so your mind doesn't have to be. Everything tonight has been delegated. Every task is covered. And the list of things that still need you is empty, and it will stay empty until morning, which is far away on the other side of all this rest. Breath in, breath out. You're not doing it, it's doing itself. Slow as the drift now, or getting there. The two of them settling toward the same unhurried speed, the light and the breath, drifting alongside each other like two boats on the same still water. And the blinks stretch on. Down and resting there, and slowly up, and down again a little sooner, a little longer. And the violet goes on moving, without hurry, without pattern, without a single thing it wants from you. Let the weight come now. It's been gathering while we talked. Feel how the body has gotten heavier on the bed. Not tired heavy, not aching heavy. Sleep heavy, the good kind, the kind that means the muscles have stopped bracing for anything. The legs are long and slack. The back has spread itself into the mattress. The face. Let the face go too. The small muscles around the eyes, the ones that have been quietly working all day at looking. They're allowed to stop looking well. Half looking is enough. Barely looking is enough. The haze doesn't mind being a blur, a violet smudge in a dark room. That's all it ever needed to be, and it's all your eyes need to hold now, loosely, the way an open hand holds air. An open hand holding air. That's the amount of effort left in tonight. Nothing to grip, nothing to carry. The light doesn't get heavier the longer you hold it. It doesn't get lighter either. It just stays what it is, a soft violet weight of nothing at all, resting in your gaze the way air rests in an open palm. And you could close the hand, and the air wouldn't mind, and you could close the eyes, and the light wouldn't mind. Nothing in this room minds anything. That's the kind of room this is now. And maybe your eyes have closed already, somewhere in the last few minutes without asking you first. That happens. That's supposed to happen. Nothing ends when it does. The drift is still there, going on without a witness, patient as weather. And it doesn't need you back, and it doesn't miss you, and if the lids drift up once more out of old habit, the violet will simply be there, mid-motion, the way the ocean is mid-wave whenever anyone bothers to check. And if the lids stay down, then the watching part of tonight is finished, and it ended the way good things end, without a moment you could point to. It just became something else. Either way, from here the voice matters more than the light. So let the voice come closer for a while, or rather, let everything else move further away. The room is moving further away. The day is already gone. It left hours ago, and it took its lists with it, and its small frictions, and the sentence you wish you'd said differently, and the thing you were supposed to remember. All of it walked out and closed the door so quietly you didn't hear it leave. What's left in here is warm, and dim and slow, and mostly you. A body breathing, a blanket doing its one warm job, a voice going soft in the near distance. Feel the breath again, not to change it, just to notice that it's still there, still faithful, still doing its work without a supervisor. In, and the ribs widen by the smallest amount, the blanket rising with them, a tide so small no one would call it a tide. And out, and everything settles a millimeter deeper into the mattress, and the settling is the good part, the letting down part, the part where the body signs off on another few seconds of rest. In, unhurried. Out. A little more gone each time. Some breaths are deeper than others, and some are shallow as a sigh, and none of them are wrong, and you are not grading them, and neither am I. Breathing is the one skill you mastered before you could do anything else at all. You have never once forgotten how. And tonight it gets to show off in the quietest possible way by simply continuing. And underneath the breath, further in, there's the heartbeat. You don't have to find it. It doesn't need finding. But sometimes, lying still like this in a quiet this complete, it makes itself known. A soft drum a long way down, muffled, regular, older than every thought you've ever had. It was beating before you knew your own name. It will keep the night watch without being asked. Between it and the breath, the body is fully staffed. Every station covered, every light green. And the mind, the tired mind, the mind that has been managing things all day, gets to be the one part of you with nothing on the schedule. So let the mind be off-duty now. And off-duty minds wander, and that's fine. Thoughts will come. They always come. Little ones, odd ones, a fragment of tomorrow, a flicker of today. You don't have to stop them at the door. There is no door. Let them walk through like people crossing a lobby late at night. Unhurried footsteps going somewhere else, nothing to do with you. And you're the one in the deep chair by the wall, half asleep, not required to greet anyone. A thought crosses, and it's gone. Another crosses, gone. The lobby empties out as the hour gets later. It always does. You don't empty it. The hour empties it. And the hour is doing that now, thought by thought, footstep by footstep, while you sit deeper and deeper in the chair of your own body and let the traffic thin. And this voice, let it become part of the furniture too. You don't have to follow the words anymore. You may have noticed that already. Whole sentences going by like cars on a far road, just a sound with a shape to it and the meaning arriving late or not at all. Good. That's not rude, and it's not failure. It's the sound of a mind taking off its shoes. The words will keep coming for a while, slower and slower, and they will mean less and less, and they were designed for exactly that. To be meant at the start and merely heard at the end. Somewhere in between is where you are now. Let the hearing get lazy. Let the words melt back into voice, and the voice melt back into sound, and the sound lie down next to the hum of the room, one more soft thing in a room full of soft things. The room has its own quiet noises this late. Most rooms do. Maybe the small electric hush of the screen itself. Maybe air moving somewhere, a vent, a fan, the building breathing in its own slow way. Maybe something outside, far off, a car that has nothing to do with you, going somewhere you'll never need to know about. Let those sounds be the edges of the world, proof that the world is still out there, running fine, needing nothing. And let them stay at the edges where they belong. Inside the edges, there's just this: warmth, weight, breath, voice. The four walls of tonight's smaller, softer house. You've moved into it fully now. The lease lasts until morning. Warmth, stay with the warmth a moment because the body loves it and the body has earned it. Wherever the blanket touches, there's a low, steady heat that you made yourself. Your own warmth, caught and returned, the body's oldest kindness to itself. Feel it pooled along the legs, gathered at the chest. tucked in at the shoulders wherever the covers reach. And where the covers don't reach, a cheek maybe, or a hand out in the open air. There's the cool side of the same comfort, the little contrast that makes the warm parts warmer. Cool face, warm body. It's one of sleep's favorite arrangements. The head kept clear and quiet, the heart kept covered. You don't have to do anything with the warmth. Just be in it, the way you'd sit in a patch of afternoon sun without calling it an activity. And the weight keeps gathering. It always gathers in this direction, never back the other way, not tonight. The arms now. Feel how much they weigh when you don't lift them. How they've become part of the bed's arrangement, laid down like something set carefully in its place by someone who isn't coming back for it until morning. The hands. Open or curled, it doesn't matter. Let the fingers be exactly as they are, heavy little architectures with the day's whole workload behind them. Everything they held, everything they typed and carried and turned and fastened. Finished. Hands off duty are one of the deepest kinds of quiet there is. Let yours have it. The shoulders. One more small permission there, because shoulders hoard their bracing and give it up in installments. Let another installment go now. A few more grams of guard duty, dissolved. The shoulders sinking that last fraction toward the mattress, the neck going longer and looser behind them. Nothing is coming that they need to be ready for. The night has been checked. It's just night. And the jaw, teeth apart, lips barely together or barely not. The tongue lying loose in the floor of the mouth like something that has finally finished talking for the day. So much of the day happens in the jaw. All the speaking and the not speaking, the holding of expressions, the small clench of concentration. And all of it can end here in this loose, hanging, effortless almost open. A face at rest is a face from years ago. Smoother, younger, unguarded. The face you had before you had anything to manage. It comes back every night if it's allowed. Allow it. Breath in and breath out. Slower now than when we started without either of us deciding that. Things slow down on their own in here. That's the whole climate of this place. The breath slows, the blinks slow if there are still blinks. The thoughts space themselves out like streetlights getting farther apart at the edge of a town. And then it's just dark road between them, longer and longer stretches of dark, easy road. And the dark road is fine. The dark road is where this was always headed. You can travel it lying perfectly still. In fact, that's the only way it's traveled. Somewhere behind the lids, or out in the room if the eyes still hold a sliver of it, the violet is doing what it does. Breathing brighter by a shade, dimmer by a shade. And by now it may be hard to say whether you're perceiving it or remembering it, and that's exactly the right amount of hard to say. The line between the light out there and the afterglow in here was never going to stay sharp. It was built to blur. And once it blurs, you carry the drift with you, free of the screen, free of the room, a slow violet weather that belongs to you now. It asks nothing. It never asked anything. It was the one thing in your whole day that wanted nothing from you. And now it's inside the dark with you, still wanting nothing, still moving without hurry, a companion with no requirements at all. Let the bed hold more of you. There's always more to hand over. Notice any last place that's still quietly holding itself up. A hip, the small of the back, the base of the skull. And give it to the mattress like handing over the last bag after a long trip. You carried it far enough. The mattress has held sleeping bodies through thousands of nights and never once dropped one. It is very, very good at its only job. Trust it with the whole weight now. The bones, the tiredness, the day still dissolving in the muscles, all of it, the entire luggage of being a person, set down. You are not holding yourself anymore. You are being held. There's a difference, and the body knows it, and the body is choosing the second one, joint by joint, minute by minute. And time, let time go strange the way it wants to. In here, minutes don't file past in a straight line. They pool and drift, and some of them last a long while and some are gone before they start. And you may already be losing small pieces of this. A sentence that went by without you, a gap you can't account for. Those gaps are sleep trying itself on. Little rehearsals. The mind slips under for a few seconds, comes back, slips under a bit longer. That's how the water rises, not all at once, just visit by visit, each one a little deeper, a little harder to come back from, until one of them, sometime soon, quietly doesn't return you. And you won't know which one it was. Nobody ever knows. It happens behind your own back, the one kind act you can't watch yourself perform. So there's nothing to wait for exactly. Waiting is too alert a word for this. It's more like floating downstream toward a place the stream already knows. No paddling, no steering, no checking the banks. The stream has done this every night of your life. Even the hard nights, even the late ones, it got you there eventually. And tonight it has everything it likes. The dark, the warmth, the slow sound, the heavy body, the hour. Conditions like these, the stream moves well. You can feel it moving, maybe. That faint sense of everything drifting slightly, of the bed being not quite still, of thoughts sliding sideways when you reach for them. That's motion. That's you underway. Breath in and out, and longer now between the words because you need less and less of them. The pauses are doing more of the carrying, and in the pauses, nothing goes wrong. The quiet holds, the warmth holds, the weight holds. Everything that was true in the last sentence stays true in the silence after it. You can rest inside the gaps the same way you rest inside the words. They're made of the same material now. Soft, dark, warm, going down. The body is very heavy now. Heavy the way sleep is heavy, the way rest looks when it's nearly done arriving. Legs long gone, arms long gone, the back one broad, settled weight, the head given entirely to the pillow. And the breath moving through all of it like a slow draft through a sleeping house, touching each room, changing nothing, leaving every door as it found it. And the heart keeping its far down time. And the warmth pooled everywhere the blanket lies. And this voice, smaller than it was, further than it was, saying less and less that needs to be understood. If any part of you is still listening closely, it can stop now. Close listening was never required, only company, and the company will continue whether anyone attends to it or not. These words will go on for a while yet, getting slower, getting softer, and they will not ask you a single thing. No tasks are coming, no instructions, no turn you might miss. So there is nothing to stay alert for, and the last of the alertness can be set down with everything else. Let the words happen to you, the way the warmth happens, the way the dark happens. One more condition of the room, one more reason it's safe to go. And it is safe to go. That's the plainest thing left to say. The night is ordinary and calm. The room is keeping itself. The world is managing without you, the way it does every night, competently in the dark, asking nothing. And everyone you'd want looked after is on the other side of this sleep in the morning, where they'll still be. And the morning itself is far away, unhurried, in no rush to come. There's a whole deep field of night between here and there, hours wide, and all of it belongs to rest. None of it is spoken for. You couldn't fill it with anything else if you tried, and there's no reason to try. So let go a little more, not with effort. Letting go isn't done with effort, it's done with permission. And you've been giving permission all along, breath by breath, and it's mostly given now. Just a thin thread of evening left in the hands, and the hands too heavy to hold a thread. So it slips, and that's right. It's supposed to slip. The violet drifts on somewhere. Out there or in here, it stopped mattering a while ago. Slow and soft and certain, leaning one way and then the other all night if it needs to. It will be moving while you sleep. It will be the same motion whenever you touch it again, tonight or some other night. Unhurried things don't change. That's what makes them safe to leave. Breath in, barely anything now, and out, barely anything. the tide gone small and smooth, the way it does at the deepest part of the night. And the body so still around it, still as furniture, still as the room. Only the breath moving and the slow, far heartbeat under it, and the last of these words drifting across the top of it, all like the thinnest weather. It's heavy and warm and held and going. Nothing left to do, nothing left undone. The day fully closed, the night fully open. And you drifting in the wide middle of it, carried, accompanied, unhurried. And the voice will stay a little longer, low and slow and asking nothing. A sound at the edge of a dark that keeps getting kinder. And the dark is very kind now, very deep, very close. And still the drift goes on, patient as ever, soft as ever, one shade brighter, one shade dimmer, like something enormous and calm breathing beside you in the dark, and it will breathe there all night. It doesn't need you awake to keep it company. It keeps you company instead. That was always the arrangement. You just didn't have to know it until now. And you don't have to know anything now. Knowing was a daytime job and the day is over. What's left is simpler than knowing. It's just resting. The way a stone rests, the way water rests when nothing troubles it. No part of resting has to be understood to work. It works in the dark, underneath understanding, the way the heart works, the way the breath works. Quietly on their own with no one supervising. They've been doing it all your life. Every night you've ever slept through, they carried you the whole way, and they never once needed your help. They don't need it now. So the breath comes, and the breath goes, and you're not doing it. That's worth resting inside for a moment. You are not doing the breath. It's being done. Something older than attention is running it, something that never gets tired, never forgets, never asks to be thanked. And every time the breath goes out, it takes a little more of the evening with it. A little more of the weight of having been a person all day. Out it goes, and it doesn't come back. The breath that returns is emptier, cleaner, carrying nothing. Just air and the slow, warm work of the body which goes on, softer each round, like a wheel losing its turn. Not stopping, just easing, the way everything eases at this hour. And underneath the breath, the bed, still holding. It hasn't shifted its grip once because it doesn't grip. It just receives. Whatever weight arrives, it takes. And more weight keeps arriving, doesn't it? The body keeps discovering pockets of holding it forgot to release. A place along the spine. A place behind the knees. The small muscles around the eyes, which spent the whole day aiming and focusing and are only now, finally, off duty. Let them be off duty. The eyes have nothing to aim at. Behind the lids, there's only the soft dark, and the soft dark asks for nothing. It isn't blank, and it isn't anything. It's just the quiet the eyes make when they're done. Some people have lived their whole lives with that quiet and been told it was a lack. It was never a lack. It's the same quiet everyone comes to eventually, at exactly this point of the night, when the pictures stop for all of them too, and there's only warmth and weight and the sound of a voice. You were never behind. You were early. And the jaw, let the jaw hang from its hinges, teeth apart. The tongue loose from the roof of the mouth, lying flat and heavy like everything else. The face smoothing itself out, the forehead wide and unwritten. Whatever the face was saying all day, it's finished saying it. A face at rest says nothing, and there's no one here to read it anyway. Just the dark and the pillow and the slow warmth gathering where the cheek meets the cotton. That small country of warmth. It grows on its own. It doesn't need tending. The shoulders next. They've been up near the ears for years, some part of them braced against something that never quite arrived. Let them come down now. Not all at once. They come down the way snow settles a little, and then a little more, finding the floor of themselves. And with every small descent, the neck gets longer and softer, and the head gets heavier, and the pillow takes the heaviness the way the bed takes the body. Everything handed down the chain. Head to pillow, body to mattress, mattress to floor, floor to the quiet ground under the house. The whole weight of you passed downward, hand to hand, until the earth itself is holding you. And the earth is very good at holding things. It has held everything that ever rested. It isn't straining. It will not drop you. Somewhere far off there might be a sound. A car, a pipe, the house adjusting its old bones. Let the sounds be far. They are far. They're on the outside of the night, and you're on the inside of it, and between you and them there's all this warm, dark insulation, layers of it, the blanket and the room and the hour. Sounds arrive here the way light arrives at the bottom of a lake. Slowed, softened, harmless. Nothing out there needs anything from you. Nothing out there is about you. The world at this hour is just machinery cooling, and its small noises are the sounds of everything settling, same as you. The whole street settling. The whole town. 1,000 rooms going quiet at their own speed, and yours among them, one warm cell in the huge sleeping body of the night. And this voice, too, is just a sound now. You may have stopped following the words some time ago. That's right. That's the design. The words were never the point. They're a texture, a low, warm weather moving across the top of the dark, and the meaning can dissolve out of them like sugar into water. Whatever's left is enough. A tone that says safe. A rhythm that says slow. A presence that says accompanied. You could sleep in the middle of a sentence, and the sentence would go on without you and finish somewhere on its own, and nothing would be lost. Nothing said here needs to be kept. There will be no reference to any of it in the morning. It's all disposable, deliberately. Words made to be slept through. And the thoughts, if any are still moving, let them move. You don't have to stop them, that was never the job. Thoughts at this depth are like traffic heard from 3 streets away. They pass, and you can tell they're passing, and you never find out where they were going, and it doesn't matter. None of them are yours anymore. A thought only belongs to you if you pick it up, and the hands are too heavy for picking things up. So the thoughts go by unclaimed. Unclaimed thoughts get quieter. They take the hint. Fewer of them come, and the spaces between them get wider and warmer and darker. And the spaces are the point. You're mostly spaces now, more pause than person. And every pause is a place you could slip through, and any of them will do. There's no correct moment to go. This is the other thing worth saying slowly. Sleep isn't a doorway you have to hit squarely. It's a wide, soft border miles across, and you've been inside it for a while already. Parts of you have crossed, and parts are still crossing, and no part has to report to any other part. The feet may be asleep before the breath is. The breath may go before the hearing does. Hearing is always last, and even it gets loose and approximate near the end, letting the words blur, letting the voice smear into the general hum of the night. All of that is allowed. You can cross scattered. Everyone does. No one arrives at sleep in formation. And the drift is still going. You don't have to check. That's what cert means. Somewhere in front of the closed eyes, out in the room, the slow light is leaning one way and then the other, patient as tide, and it will not stop when you stop. Things like that don't stop. It's the same motion it was an hour ago and the same motion it will be at 3 in the morning. And if you surface for a moment in the deep middle of the night, it will be there, unchanged, unbothered, keeping its one slow promise. And knowing that, you can let it go completely. You can stop holding even the idea of it. Company you're sure of is company you don't have to hold. Breath in, small, and out, smaller. The tide almost flat now. A lake at the very end of evening when the last ripple runs out of reach and the surface just stills. And under the stillness, everything alive and warm and slow. The heart down in its low, easy rhythm, unhurried like footsteps of someone walking home with nowhere else to be. The blood making its warm rounds. The whole body running on its night settings, dimmed, banked, tended. You could not do this half so well awake. The body has been waiting all day for you to get out of the way, kindly, the way a craftsman waits. And now you're getting out of the way. And it says nothing, but everything in it eases, and the easing is its thanks. Warm. The warmth has finished spreading now. It started in patches, chest and hands and the backs of the legs, and somewhere in the last while the patches met. One continuous warmth from crown to heel with no borders in it. And where the warmth is continuous, the body stops reporting. No news from the arms. No news from the legs. They've signed off. They're just weight now, plain, honest weight, indistinguishable from the bed. You'd have to work to find your own edges, and there is no work tonight. So the edges stay lost. A warm shape in a warm dark, approximately you, roughly here, more or less held. Approximate is enough. Sleep doesn't check identification. And heavy, but the heaviness has changed, hasn't it? Early in the night, heaviness is something you feel pressing down. This late, it turns over and becomes something you rest on, a floor of heaviness. Solid, wide, carrying you the way deep water carries a swimmer who has finally stopped swimming. Nothing to do on a floor like that. No falling from it. It's the bottom, and the bottom is safe. The bottom is where the night keeps its stillest hours, the ones with no names, the ones nobody sees. You're allowed all of them. They were saved for you. Maybe there's still one thin filament of listening left. One small watchman up in the tower of the head, keeping half an ear on this voice out of old habit. You can send him down now. Tell him he's relieved. The voice doesn't need monitoring. It will not change suddenly. It will not ask a question. It will only get slower and lower and kinder, and then at some point long after you've gone, it will simply not be there, and the dark will hold its place, and nothing about the dark will be different. The watchman can come down the stairs. Slow stairs, warm ones. He can lie down too. Even the part of you that stays awake for the others can sleep tonight. Everything sleeps tonight. So the night goes on doing its one slow thing, and the breath goes on doing its one slow thing, and the drift, far away now, does its one slow thing. 3 patient rhythms, none of them needing you, all of them beside you. Like sleeping in a house where you can hear, faintly, other people breathing in other rooms. Not alone. Never asked for anything. Just accompanied at a distance all night. And down here the words come fewer and smaller, which is right. Soft. Slow. The blanket warm, the pillow deep, the air of the room cool on the one small piece of cheek it can find. And even that coolness gentle, just enough to make the warmth warmer by comparison. Everything in balance, everything settled. A night with no loose ends. Out goes another breath, longer than the one before, and the pause after it stretches. An easy pause, a hammock of a pause, and the next breath in no hurry to begin. And when it comes, it's barely a breath at all. A sip. Enough. The body this quiet needs almost nothing. It runs on almost nothing all night, and it always has enough, and it never worries about that, and neither should anything else in you. Heavy, heavier. The heaviness sinking through the bed now, through the floor, handing itself down and down into the patient dark under everything, where all the weight of all the sleepers goes at night, and the earth takes it, all of it, every town's worth, and never tires. And warm, warmer. The kind of warmth that has a slow pulse in it, in and out, one shade fuller, one shade softer, in time with nothing, in time with everything. And far, this voice getting far now, not leaving, just far the way a lamp in another room is far, on and low and steady and none of your concern. Light under a door you'll never need to open. It will burn all night. That's all you need from it, and you don't even need that. The thoughts have mostly stopped arriving. One may drift through now and again, slow and shapeless, like a fish moving somewhere under a lake. You feel the water shift, and then it's gone, and the stillness closes over the place where it was. And the stillness is bigger every time it closes, and softer, and darker, and more yours. Nothing to hold. The hands know it. They've been open for a long time now, lying wherever they lie, curled the way hands curl when they finally believe the night. Nothing will be handed to them until morning. And morning is a rumor, a far country. Uphill from here, and everything in you is going down. Down past the last of the listening. Down past the last of the words that still mean things. Down to where the voice is just warmth with a rhythm in it, a slow tide of sound at the very edge of the dark. In and out, one shade nearer, one shade farther. And the dark so kind now, so wide. Room in it for everything you carried and set down, and room left over. The dark doesn't fill up. It just keeps opening softly downward, like water deepening under a still boat, and the boat doesn't mind, and you are the boat, and the water is warm. The breath barely a whisper of itself, the heart low and far, a slow drum in another valley. The body long since finished, folded into the bed like something the night is keeping safe until it's needed again. And it won't be needed for hours, hours and hours. All of them dark, all of them quiet, all of them already paid for. And somewhere the violet leans one way, and then the other, unhurried, certain. Company for the room now more than for you. The room appreciates it. The room and the light will sit up together, the way old friends do, saying nothing while everyone else sleeps. Let the last thread go. There, it was hardly anything. It was already gone. Soft now, soft all the way through. Slow now, slow as the far light, slower. And the night holds, and the warmth holds, and the voice stays low at the edge, asking nothing. A sound like someone keeping a small fire, not for the heat, just so the dark has a middle. And the dark has a middle, and you're in it, carried, accompanied, going. And still, under everything, the breath, in and out, smaller than words now, older than words, the first rhythm and the last one, rocking faintly the whole warm weight of you, the way still water rocks what it holds, barely, endlessly, asking nothing, promising nothing but the next breath and keeping that promise and keeping it again. And the hours ahead lie open like a dark field with no fences, no appointments in them, no names, just depth after depth of the same kind quiet, each one a little farther from the shore, and you drift out across them without moving at all. The bed does the traveling. Beds are like that at night. They go out and out into the dark with their sleepers, and they always find the morning, and they never need directions. And somewhere behind you, without ceremony, the shore lets go of its last claim on you. Not a goodbye. Shores don't say goodbye. They just get quieter, and then they're a sound you're not hearing anymore, and then they're nothing at all, and the nothing is soft, and the soft is everywhere, and everywhere is warm. The breath goes on without an owner now. In and out, nobody is doing it. It's just weather, the mildest weather there is, moving through a body that has stopped being a project and become a place. A warm place. A kept place. Low in the night, out of the wind of the day, with the door of it shut so gently that nothing heard the door. And the ears are the last workers awake, and even they are only half at their posts. They let the voice in the way a sleeping house lets in the sound of rain, not listening, just letting it land. Word after word landing somewhere soft and staying where it lands. You don't have to gather them. Words at this hour aren't for keeping. They're for weight. Each one a small, warm stone laid on the blanket of you, and the blanket settles, and you settle under it, and the stones are so light, and there are so many, and together they are the gentlest heaviness there has ever been. You never needed the beach. You can set that down too if any corner of you is still carrying it. All those years of instructions that never fit. The staircases that never appeared, the meadows that stayed only words. None of that was owed. None of it was ever the price of rest. Rest was always simpler than they said. It was always just this. Warmth and weight and a voice, and the dark doing what the dark does best, which is hold things. It is holding you now. It has been holding you for a while. You can feel how practiced it is. And the heart, that patient animal, walks slower. It has walked all day on your behalf and asked for nothing, and now it walks the night road at its night pace, unbothered, sure-footed, a rhythm so old it was yours before your name was. It doesn't need thanks. But a kind of thanks moves through you anyway, wordless, downhill, the way water thanks a valley, by staying. The jaw hangs empty. The tongue lies flat and forgotten, a small, warm animal asleep in its den. The throat has nothing scheduled. No words waiting in it, none for hours. Whatever you were going to say to anyone can sleep too. Sentences sleep. They curl up somewhere behind the breastbone and they're better in the morning, kinder, shorter. Everything is shorter in the morning. But the morning is not your business. Your only business is this breath. And now this one. And business is the wrong word. There is no business. There is only the tide. In, and the body rises the smallest amount, the way a field rises when the wind crosses it. And out, and the body settles and settles a little past where it was, finding a lower shelf of the night and resting on that one now. There are so many shelves. The night is deep with them. You don't have to count them. You just keep being set down, gently, one below the other, by hands that never fumble. Some part of you may still be checking, faintly, the way a person pats a pocket, checking whether this is working, whether you're doing it right, whether sleep is close. Let that hand still. There is no pocket. There is nothing to confirm. Sleep doesn't send word ahead. It just arrives always from behind, always while your attention is somewhere soft and elsewhere. And your attention is somewhere soft and elsewhere already. So the conditions are perfect, and the checking can stop. And when it stops, notice how nothing at all goes wrong. The breath continues. The warmth continues. The voice continues. The world was never resting on your vigilance. Tonight is the proof. Let tonight be the proof. The blanket has your shape now. It learned you slowly over the last long while, the way snow learns a roof. Every hollow answered, every rise allowed for. You are wearing the whole night like that. Fitted, surrounded, nothing pressing, nothing missing. The temperature of it exactly the temperature of not thinking about temperature, which is the warmest temperature there is. And far off in the room, the light goes on being faithful. You don't attend to it anymore. It doesn't need you to. It drifts for the walls now, for the ceiling, for the quiet furniture, the way a lighthouse keeps turning for a sea with no ships on it. Out of habit, out of kindness. And its kindness reaches you anyway, the way warmth from a stove reaches a sleeper who has long since stopped facing the stove. You're inside its patience. That's enough. You can be inside a thing's patience without doing anything at all. The legs are miles away now. Good miles. Country miles. Somewhere down the bed they lie like hills at dusk, finished with the day, blue with distance. You couldn't move them without a long journey, and there's no reason to make it. Nothing down there needs you. Nothing up here needs you. The whole map of you is at peace, every region reporting the same soft nothing, and the reports have stopped coming because there's nothing to report, and the silence where the reports were is one more blanket. In and out, slower than the last hour. You can hear it or almost hear it. Breath at this depth is more felt than heard, a tide in a cave far inland answering a sea it has never met. It knows the rhythm anyway. Everything knows this rhythm. It's the one rhythm there is worn smooth, handed down, and tonight it was handed to you, and you didn't even have to hold out your hands. And if sleep is already lapping at you, if the words are starting to arrive out of order or half melted or as pure tone, that's right. That's exactly the sound of it working. You're not losing the thread. The thread is dissolving on schedule, the way a path dissolves into a meadow when the path has done its job. You don't need the path this far in. This far in, every direction is the meadow. Every direction is down. And down is where everything good is tonight. Let the face finish. There's often one last small tension, faithful as a night watchman standing somewhere near the eyes or the hinge of the jaw, waiting to be relieved of duty. Relieve it now. It can go. Tell it without words the way warmth tells things, and feel it go. A candle put out with 2 fingers. Painless. Final. And the face after it goes is just a warm landscape in the dark, whether over a sleeping country, no borders, no expression, nothing owed to anyone. A face for no one, your first face, the one under all the others. It only comes out at night, and it's out now. The pillow holds the whole weight of the head, and the head is heavy the way ripe things are heavy. A sweetness in the heaviness. All day the head is carried up in the wind, doing its lookout work, and now it's down, laid in softness, and the neck has signed off, and the skull is just a warm bowl of slowing weather. The thoughts left in it are not thoughts anymore. They're the smell of thoughts, the warmth where thinking was. A hearth in the last hour of its glow, no flames now, just that deep orange patience that keeps a room kind till morning. No, not orange, no color at all, just warm. Warmth doesn't need a color. That was always true. You knew that before anyone. And out, and further out. Every exhale is a small departure now, and none of them need waving off. They leave, they take a little more of the day with them, they don't come back, and what comes back instead is night, pure night, breathed in cool and thin and clean, and the trade is so good. Day out, night in. Wait out, warmth in. Word out, hush in. You could do this forever, and you will not have to, because long before forever, sleep will simply fold over you like water over a smooth stone, and the stone doesn't count the water, and the water doesn't count the stone. Somewhere in the house or the street or the far world there may be small sounds. A settling beam, a car like a wave that never breaks, the distant weather of other lives. Let them all be rain. Everything at this hour can be rain. Sounds with no message in them, landing on the roof of your rest and running off it, feeding something green somewhere that you'll never have to tend. Nothing addressed to you. Nothing that knows your name. Your name is off duty. It's written down somewhere safe, and it will be there in the morning. And you don't have to be anyone until it's handed back. And the hands, one more visit to the hands because they were faithful today. Open, warm, emptied out. All the day's holding has drained from them into the mattress, down through the floors of the house, into the patient ground which takes everything and complains of nothing. Hands like little harbors after the boats have gone, water quiet between the pilings. A rocking so small it's only a memory of rocking. They'll be strong again tomorrow. Tonight they're just warm shapes, and the night counts them among its own. In, barely. And out, barely, and the barely is beautiful. This is the breath of deep rest, the smallest possible engine turning over just enough, missing nothing. A body idling at the door of sleep with the door already opening. No threshold to feel. You never feel it. No one has ever felt it. You'll simply be on the other side, and the other side is just like this, only deeper, only quieter, only more. The voice will thin now. You can hear it thinning. That's not a leaving, it's a matching. It goes quiet the way a road goes narrow when it enters the woods, because the woods are the point, because the wide road was only ever for getting here. And you're here, so the words can come fewer, and smaller, and slower, carrying less, meaning less, being more, sound with a warm hand in it. That's all a voice ever was. Heavy now, all of you, one weight, no parts. Warm now, all through. No edges to the warmth. It doesn't stop where you stop. It goes out past you into the bed, into the room, into the night around the house. One continuous warm dark with you dissolved in the middle of it like a note held so long it becomes the silence it was played into. And the drift goes on without needing anything from you. Slow, certain, the way stars move. You can't feel them moving and they never stop. Something in the room keeps that kind of time now, that enormous, gentle time, and your breath has joined it. In, the size of a night. Out, the size of a night. And between them, pauses with no floor. Rest in the pauses. They're allowed to be long. Nothing is timed. The next breath will come when it comes, unhurried, like the next wave on a sea with nowhere to be, and it always comes. It has never once not come, and that reliability is the oldest lullaby. The body has been singing it to you your whole life. Under every loud day, this. Under every hard year, this. In and out. It never stopped. You just couldn't hear it till now. And now it's the only sound left with the voice, and the two of them go so well together, breath and murmur, tide and shore, and you between them carried, the way a small boat is carried at anchor, going nowhere, going gently nowhere, rocking on the spot in the warm dark, and the spot is deep, and the deep is kind. If a thought comes now, it comes alone, without its luggage. A single soft syllable of worry or memory, wandering in, finding everyone asleep and lying down too. That's what thoughts do in a sleeping house. They stop knocking. They curl up in the hall. In the morning, they'll be there, harmless, smaller than you remembered, and morning will know what to do with them. Morning always knows. It has never once arrived unprepared. You can leave everything to it, the way you leave a kitchen at night, and someone kind is always up first. Softer. The dark breathes with you now. You can feel it if you don't try. The whole room lifting and settling, the smallest amount in time with you, or you in time with it. It stopped mattering which. That's how far in you are, where the breather and the night trade places quietly and neither one keeps score. And down again, one more shelf, set down so gently the setting can't be felt, only the being lower, lower than the day can reach, lower than the week. The week is weather on a surface far above, and you're below all weather now, where the water doesn't stir, where the wrecks turn into reefs and the reefs turn into gardens, where everything that ever sank becomes a place for something soft to live. That's what happens to the things you couldn't carry. Given time, given depth, they green over. They house small, quiet lives. Nothing is wasted down here, not even the hard years, especially not those. The warmth again, always the warmth. It keeps being true. Wherever the blanket touches, a low animal comfort with no thought in it, older than language, the body's first knowledge. Warm means safe. Warm means stay. Warm means sleep. And the body believes its own oldest words long after it has stopped hearing anyone else's. It's believing them now. You can feel the believing. It feels like wait. It feels like this. In, and the night comes into you, cool and unhurried, and finds everything in order. And out, and you go a little way into the night, warm and unhurried, and are welcome there. That's the whole conversation now. That's all that's being said anywhere in you. Welcome, in order, welcome, in order. Two old friends on a porch in the dark, saying the same kind things over and over because the kind things are true, and the night is long and there's no reason ever to say anything else. And the voice, further off now, across a little water. You can still make it out, the warm line of it low over the lake of the dark, a light in a window on the far shore that someone leaves on, not so you'll come, just so you'll know. The window will stay lit, all night. You can sink knowing it. Some kindnesses don't need you awake to work. This is one. It works best of all on sleepers. It's working now. Heavier, impossibly, sweetly heavier. The bed takes it all and asks for more, and there's always more to give, and giving it costs nothing. This is the one spending that fills you. Pour the weight out and grow warmer. Pour the warmth out and grow heavier. A slow circle turning downward, a stair with no steps in it, only descent, only ease. The breath the size of a moth's wing now. The heart a lantern carried away down a long lane, swinging slow, growing small, never going out. The ears full of dusk. The mouth full of sleep. the bones lined with it. Sleep in the marrow now, where it always wanted to be, home in you, lighting its small lamp in every warm hollow, room after room after room, and turning each one down low. And nothing left to do, truly nothing, not even this. Even the resting is doing itself. You could stop being here entirely and the night would go on holding your shape, the way a chair holds the shape of someone beloved who has just gone upstairs. You're going upstairs, or down. It's the same stair at this hour. It goes where sleep is, and sleep is everywhere below you, patient as water, and you're already wet to the waist and it's warm. Let go a little more. There. You didn't even feel what you let go of. That's how it goes now. Nothing named, nothing grieved, just lighter, just lower. And the hush where my voice sits gets wider, and the words come like the last few birds crossing at dusk. One, and after a while, another, unhurried, certain of the way. You don't follow them. You just let them cross the dark of you, going home, and the dark of you is big enough now that everything can cross it and nothing disturbs it. A whole day's worth of birds could cross you now and not one ripple. Still and warm and slow. The tide again, always the tide. In and out. It will keep this up all night without you for you, the most faithful thing you own. It was the first thing you ever did and you've never once stopped doing it and you've almost never been thanked for it, so let the thanks be this rest, this whole surrendered weight, a body finally letting its oldest servant work in peace. And the night deepens the way still water deepens under a boat that isn't going anywhere. No current, no wake, just more beneath you and the more is soft, and the soft is safe, and the safe is yours. Down where the words are almost gone now. Down where warm and dark are the same one thing. Down where the voice is only a sure sound. Far up, long ago, kind. And kind is enough. You don't need to understand a sure sound. You never did. Waves have been saying the same thing to sleepers since before there were words, and no one has ever needed the translation. It means you can stop now. It has only ever meant you can stop now, and you can. So stop a little more. Not by doing, by not. The way snow stops being snow when it lands. It doesn't end. It just joins. You're joining now, joining the bed, joining the dark, joining the long, warm company of everyone asleep right now all over the turning world. Millions of them, breathing in their own slow time. None of them trying. You're one of them already. You have been for a while. The trying fell off you somewhere back up the stair, and you never noticed. And that's the proof it's gone. The warmth pools now, low and wide, like the last of the light in the west after the sun is well down. No source anymore, just a glow that belongs to everything equally. Your chest has it. Your hands have it. The small of your back where the bed holds you closest has it. You couldn't say where you end and the warm begins, and there's no need to say. The border office is closed. Everything crosses freely now. Warmth into you, weight out of you, breath both ways, slow, slow. And the hands, wherever they are, let them be finished. Hands do so much. All day they carry and fasten and hold and let go and hold again. And now there is nothing in them and nothing coming. They can lie like gloves on a chair by the door, soft, shaped like rest. Nobody is going out. Nobody is expected. The gloves can stay there all night, and the night is long, and long is good now. Long stopped being a burden hours ago. Long is just more room to sink through. The jaw goes. You may not even feel it go, only feel that it went. A small unclenching somewhere behind the ears. The tongue lying heavy and loose like something sleeping in its own right. The face smoothing the way water smooths when the wind forgets it. Nothing to hold an expression for. The dark doesn't read faces. The dark just holds them. Gently, the way a pillow does. It's doing it now. And listen how far away I'm getting. Not leaving, never leaving. Just further the way the lamp in the hall is further once your door is nearly shut. The light still comes in, a warm line of it along the floor. It asks nothing. It just stays. My voice is that line of light now, under the door of your sleep. You don't have to keep the door open for it. It's thin enough to come in anyway. It will lie along the floor of you all the way down. Words are turning into weather now. You may notice or not. It doesn't matter which. The meanings arrive later and later after the sounds, like thunder arriving long after the far soft flash and then not arriving at all, and the sounds are enough. A low front of them moving through. Warm rain on a roof that isn't yours to fix. Someone else's roof. Someone else's rain. You just get the sound of it, which is the best part, and none of the weather itself. Let a breath go all the way out, and don't reach for the next one. It comes on its own. It always comes. There, you see how you're carried. No, not see. Feel. You feel how you're carried. Everything tonight is felt or heard or weighed, and the weighing is nearly done, and the scale reads heavy, reads full, reads enough. Enough is the last measurement of the day, and you've passed it. Whatever was unfinished has agreed to stay unfinished until it matters again, and nothing will matter again for hours. Hours of this, paid for and poured out and warm. The pause between breaths is wider now, a landing on the stair. You rest there without knowing you're resting. Then the next breath takes you down another few steps without your feet. This is how the deep part goes, not falling, being lowered. Something with slow, careful arms has you the way you'd carry a sleeping child in from the car, through the dark hall, past the coats, not waking them, not waking you, doors opened with an elbow softly. And laid down at last in the middle of the bed of the night, and the blanket drawn up, and the hair smoothed once, and the room left dark. You're in from the car now. You're in. And the house of the body settles around you the way houses do, a tick in the warm wood, a sigh in the pipes, the small, honest sounds of a thing built well, standing down for the night. Nothing needs checking. The doors of you are locked from the inside by sleep itself, and sleep keeps the keys, and sleep has never once lost them. The fire's banked. That's what this warmth is. Not blazing. Banked. Raked low and covered soft, the way they used to keep a fire alive till morning without watching it. It will hold. Under the ash of all this ease, the warm coal of you keeps. It doesn't need feeding. It doesn't need tending. It glows all night on nothing. And in the morning, hours and hours and hours from now, it will still be there, easy to wake. But that's the morning's business. The morning can keep its business. Tonight has only this one item left, and it's almost through. Heavier again, yes. There's always another layer of heavy, and each one is softer than the last. Wool over wool. The good weight. The kind you'd pull up higher if your arms weren't already asleep. They are. Let the wanting of it be the same as the having of it. Down here they're the same thing. Wanting rest is resting. Reaching for sleep is sleeping. You can't miss from this close. Far off, a train maybe, or just the night moving its long freight of hours. You'll never know which, and you'll never need to. It passes at the edge of hearing, pulling its soft cars of dark through the dark. One of them is carrying tomorrow, still crated, still packed in straw. It won't be unloaded till you're ready. Nothing is unloaded at this hour. Everything just passes. Long, low, gone. And after it, more quiet than before. The quiet after a far sound is the deepest kind. You're in that kind now. Sink into it. It holds. The thoughts that are left aren't thoughts anymore. They're the shapes thoughts leave in warm sand when the tide of you comes in over them. Smoothing, smoothing, every pass a little smoother. By morning, the beach of you is new and unwritten and clean. That's what sleep is for, the smoothing. It's happening now. You can feel it if you want, a long, soft dragging of warmth up the body and back down, and each pass takes a little more of the day away with it, and the day goes willingly. Days want to be over. This one is over. Let it be carried out on the warm drag and given to the deep, where all the finished days are, lying easy, none of them missed. Slower now. The breath the size of a word, then the size of a letter, then just the shape a letter makes in the mouth of someone dreaming. The heart keeping its small night watch, far below, faithful, unbothered. It likes this shift best. Nothing to rise for, just the slow round of it, lamplight on warm walls. You, wherever you are in all this warmth, barely a place anymore, more like a temperature, more like a note held so long it has become the silence around it. Good. Let the note go. The silence knows the rest of the song. And the dark, the good dark, not empty, never empty, full the way a held hand is full. It has you, it had you all along. Every night of your life it has caught you, every single one without one miss, and it will catch you all the nights to come. You can trust a record like that. You're trusting it now. This is what trusting it feels like. This warmth, this width, this slow going down with no floor needed. No floor needed. Deeper is just softer, all the way. Somewhere above, the world goes on with its small lit business. Late kitchens, slow clocks, other sleepers turning over. It all recedes now gently the way the shore recedes from a boat that the current has, and the current is kind, and the boat is your bed, and the water is sleep, and there was never anywhere to steer to. Only this. Only out into the warm dark that asks nothing and holds everything. Drift, then. Drift. The word itself half asleep now. And thank the body one last time without words. Just a warmth sent down through it like the last swallow of something hot on a cold night. To the feet that carried. To the hands that held. To the back that bore. To the eyes that watched the slow light for you until they couldn't anymore and gave you honestly to the dark. They did it right. Everything tonight was done right, even the parts that felt like nothing. Especially those. Rest is doing itself now. Sleep is doing itself now. You're not even needed for this part. Isn't that the softest thing? The one job left tonight doesn't need you. You can go. You can go. The voice will stay a little, low, along the floor, a sure sound, a warm line under the door. It doesn't need answering. It never needed answering. In and out, the tide still faithful, slower, slower. Each wave a little longer coming, a little longer going, and the space between them wide enough now to hold whole dreams, and the dreams down here don't need pictures either. They're made of warmth and weight and the feeling of being carried. Your kind of dreams. They've been waiting all your life for a night that came down this road to reach them. And here you are, and here they are. Warm. Heavy. Held. The night has you now, and the night is good at this. Older than every worry you own. Patient as the dark between stars. Soft as the inside of sleep. Give it your weight. All of it. There. And the last of the words go out like boats at slack tide. Barely moving, barely needed. One. And then, after a long while, another. Smaller. Further. The hush is most of everything now. The hush is the room and the bed and the body and the breath. And the hush is warm. And the hush is yours. Down. Soft. Down. Nothing to hold. Nothing held. Just warmth. Just wait. Just the slow dark breathing you now. Slow. And slow.